everybody joining us on our various social media with the day 2 live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017 winter season now. Yes, we've finally hit the final padao, as we like to call it in Hindi. We started off this journey with the summer season. We went ahead, finished the summer season finale in Bombay in July. Then we went ahead, did an extensive fall season, which the finale for which ended in the Hyderabad Comic Con pretty recently. And now we are starting, in a way speaking, because we are still 1 day short, 1 day old actually with the live stream, because it's the day 2 of the live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017 winter season, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Zawi by BenQ, and of course organized by us, Nodwin Gaming. I'm your host Vagish Godslayer Bhan, and usually you end up seeing Angela, who is the person who takes you through all the web streams and all the live games. Today I'm here. So quickly let's take a look at the first game. It is a Clash Royale best of 5 game between Deepak Mehu, Mehta and Sushil Abhi. Now both of these characters, I like to call them characters because I happened to meet them at the Hyderabad Comic Con during the fall season finale on the main stage, and they are characters in their own right. In fact, I personally believe every Clash Royale player is a character in itself. They had their own personality traits. Like Mrinmoy is the guy who will be like the silent, composed guy, vindictive in his nature. When he only just talks, he's not vindictive. He's a very lovely chap. Whereas Sushil Abhi is a guy who's like gets overpowered usually on stage, but he's got some crazy decks. Deepak Mehu Mehta is, I personally would like to call him the style icon of the Clash Royale community. So if you Clash Royale fans are watching this, watch out for Deepak Mehu Mehta's next hairdo. But for now, let's quickly take a look at the incoming game, which is the Deepak Mehu Mehta versus Sushil Abhi Clash Royale best of 5.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the daily stream of the ESL India Premiership. This is the second day of the stream, but according to the matches, it's the third. And thank you, Vagish, for that intro. But let's get down to business. We have Sushil Abhi versus Deepak Mehu Mehta. Sushil showed such promise in the Challengers League, beating a lot of people quite decisively. But sadly, at the LAN finale, he did manage to get beat down by the veteran gentleman in the Masters League. But today, I guess he's going to show us some skills with his P.E.K.K.A poison deck, I guess. Graveyard poison with a P.E.K.K.A defense against Sushil's own minor poison deck. You know, the minor poison deck has been very, very successful at the LAN finale in Hyderabad, the fall season finale. And looks like Abhi is banking on it being even more successful now, which is not quite a far-fetched objective if you ask me. Mehu, however, is still insistent on using the Graveyard Poison deck, which also was quite successful, but whenever it went up against the Minor Poison deck, it just softly fizzled out, I guess. I mean, both decks, if you look at them, they're practically the same. They have a Poison with a tank, or a Poison with a tanky spell that gives you even more skeletons to do damage to the tower, which is exactly what is happening now. Abhi had to use his poison defensively so that the skeletons die before reaching the tower, but that didn't work out too well for him. However, on the push on the left, that is something new. He has managed to bring down the tower's HP to 1000. Wow. And the bandit actually makes it to the tower and gives it a couple of more blows. That's pretty decent. So a minute left. We are entering into the last minute, which is the double elixir time. And my production just told me that I'm sitting too far away from the microphone. Okay, so yeah. Abhi just has to out-rotate Mehu at this point, which is easy for him because Mehu has that expensive 7 elixir P.E.K.K.A and decided to sacrifice his tower on the left just to let the P.E.K.K.A go forward. But Abhi has this ace up his sleeve known as the Inferno Dragon, which just brought down the P.E.K.K.A almost instantly. So that sacrifice of a tower just went to waste. Like, he didn't get as much return out of it as he would have hoped. And an aggressive poison there without a miner to distract the tower or any other units coming after it. Value Rock right there completely destroys the pack of goblins down there and also damages the mine. But 7 seconds left. I don't think Mehudi has enough time. What do you mean? I don't think he does not have enough time to do anything. Loses this match with a 1 tower deficit. So giving the first victory in this series to Sushil Abhi. So 1-0 in favor of Abhi. Congratulations. And let's see if he can jump into the next game immediately. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you guys heard that. And yes, we did. Jumping into the second game immediately. Mehudi versus Abhi. Abhi right now, Abhi Sushil, Abhi, I don't know what to call him. He has a lead of 1 match in this series. So both the players are just waiting each other out. 20 seconds into the game, we see the first card being played by Abhi, which is a set of bats. And oh, surprise! So Abhi is using the Inferno Dragon, but now he's to a Hog Cycle deck with a Pekka. Sorry, with a Sparky. To which Deepak Mehta play with a Mega Knight deck. You know, nowadays I'm really enjoying the use of the Mega Knight, especially with another high damage unit behind him, like an Inferno Dragon or a Hog, or in this case, a Balloon. Oh wow. Yeah, so that Inferno Dragon has managed to lock on Balloon. It reaches the tower. No, it doesn't. It just steps out of the range and manages to hit the tower once for some huge damage. But now we see this Pekka. Okay. So, fortunately for Mehudi, he had the zap handy and was able to interrupt the Pekka. And now the Ice Golem is steadily tanking the Inferno Dragon, while just one lone minion at half health is whacking away at it. Manages to use another set of bats to take the Inferno Dragon down finally, and also uses a miner to sort of chip away at Abhi's tower. The Inferno Dragon does manage to make it to the other side and has... But Mehudi has a zap. Oh yeah, the damage does... the dragon does do some damage, but ultimately because of the zap, Mehudi was able to avoid the worst of it. Entering the last minute, which is double elixir time, Mehudi might finally start using his Mega Knight versus Abhi's Sparky, which did quite do a lot of damage elixir-wise to Mehudi. He has to spend a lot of elixir using zap, using bats, using all the aerial units he has to sort of destroy it. And again, Mehudi lets go of a balloon that manages to make its way across to Abhi's tower and hit it once, dropping the bomb for some huge damage. If he does that one more time, that's it. I think we can give this matchup to Mehudi, and looks like he will be successful this time. There's nothing that's going to stop the balloon from hitting the tower at least once, and there we go. Abhi says, screw this, I'm going to sacrifice that tower and let's go off the Hog on the other side, but thanks to those set of 3 minions right there, the Hog only managed to capture 1 hit onto the tower. So 5 seconds left. Yeah, Abhi has realized that there's nothing he can do and has given up. Mehudi, being the sportsman he is, also managed to not do any BM and gracefully take this victory. So 1-1 right now, tied between Deepak Mehudi Mehta and Sushil, and looks like we'll get players take a little time for their next matchup, or in this case, let production take a little time for their next matchup. And I'd like to take this moment to thank people who are responsible for us seeing all of these exciting and interesting esports. We have Omen by HP, our title sponsor for the ESL India Premiership. We have Zoe by BenQ and HyperX. Of course, we at Nordwind Gaming are proud and happy to present to you these esports league called the ESL India Premiership every day at 6:30, starting with Clash, moving on to some CSGO and then some Dota 2. But enough about that. We're going to jump right into game 3 between Mehudi and Sushil Abhi. The score right now is tied at 1 each. And again, 20 seconds into the game, we might be seeing the first card being revealed from Mehudi, which is a Goblin Gang. How does Abhi reply to this? So he's playing a 3 Musketeer and a Ram deck. which is basically a blitzkrieg method of waiting until the last minute to let go of all your, firepower, bringing out the big guns at the end game. While Mehudi has decided to stick to using the Mega Knight and Balloon. He hasn't used the Mega Knight last game, surprisingly, but now he has an Evis, I guess, I don't know, to do what? The last deck was pretty fine without the Evis. Now his deck is just heavier, and I don't know what he plans to do with it, I guess. Well, it worked for him last time, and he's the... Again, as soon as I say that, I see his tower just melting away. 430 HP left from that small push from Abhi. He hasn't even used his powerhouse units. He hasn't used the 3 Musketeers. He hasn't used the Ram, and still he managed to do that much damage to the tower with just a set of minions and a miner. And using this sort of lull in the battle, Abhi has decided to place down his Elixir Collector. Mehudi has decided this is a good chance to let go of his firepower and drop the balloon down the right lane, which unfortunately only managed to get one hit off onto the tower before being destroyed by the defensive minion board played by Sushil. That miner is going to bring the tower down. There is 98 HP left. My mistake. Avis does manage to stop it in time, but for what? Yeah. Some big bad wolf just has to come along by and huff and puff can just blow the tower down. Again, Mehudi decides to push on the right lane. Abhi finally lets go of his 3 Musketeers because it's the double elixir time, and this is when they truly shine. Again, the Loon manages to reach the tower to drop the bomb right in front of it, but it did not manage to get a hit off onto the tower. Oh, but a huge push on the right. Ram makes contact with the tower. Minion Horde slowly chipping away the Mega Knight, while the Miner and the Barbarian are destroying the tower. The Ice Golem manages to explode and kill Abhi's Minion Horde, but look at that. 15 seconds left. All he has to do is hit once more on the left, twice more on the right, and that's it. 10 seconds left. This is a 2-star victory for Abhi, and if he had maybe 10 seconds... No, it's not a 2-star, it's a 3-star victory. Whoa, congratulations. So I think at the end there, Deepak Mehudi Mehta did decide to sort of give up and not place any units. Just let Abhi have the 3-star victory, but a 3-star victory is a 3-star victory nonetheless. So 2-0 in favor of, 2-1 in favor of Sushil right now. And let's head into what might be... if Mehudi fails to win the next match, is going to be the last match of today's Clash Royale series, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope he comes back with some crazy deck and brings it all down to the line, brings it to game 5, where the next victory decides the winner. But let's go. Let's hope this isn't the last match. Mehudi versus right now of 2-1. Mehudi has decided to play a spawner deck, okay, with a bandit. Little twin barbarians being birthed out every few seconds. And Abhi has decided to stay with the deck that won him such a decisive victory in the last game. 30 seconds in, looks like both players are just testing each other out, feeling each other out, which sort of meta deck that they're using. Mehudi has learned his lesson, put a fireball into his deck, thinking Abhi is going to use his Musketeers again, and he is right in doing so. Lucky for him. But we'll have to see if his crossbow finds its true target or not. That bandit might reach the tower. It does. Tanks the tower quite a bit so that the Barbarian will finally reach it. Mehudi places his first crossbow down, which immediately targets the ram that Abhi has placed to distract it. Will the ram make contact? Yes, it does. That crossbow is done for, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to do much damage to the towers. I wouldn't know if that is a way. I guess it is a way. She has to use both a crossbow and an Evis to counter just a 4 elixir ram coming out from Abhi. Abhi is on the losing side right now. I mean, he does have 2 elixir characters down, and it's only 25 seconds until double elixir, and he's going to get a huge boost that once that last minute hits. But right now, looking at things, his star is at 1256 HP. Not such a good thing for him. But oh, blunder coming out from Mehu. Placed fireball right there, completely whiffing out. I mean, it does manage to hit one of the musketeers, but look at that. It did not do any value at all. And because of that, Mehudi was unable to defend his right tower and just melted down. And look at this, 4 minions hitting the tower on the left. Mehudi giving out the crying emo. Looks like he's given up once again, ladies and gentlemen. Bleeding elixir and not doing anything about it. I guess he's given up. And there you have it, another 3-crown victory. Abhi, congratulations, he's our winner for today. Right? 3-1 against Deepak Mehudi Mehta. So looks like finally Sushil is showing that, okay, she sells seashells by the seashore. I can do this. I know English. It's just these guys' names are confusing a little. So Sushil manages to clinch victory from the veteran Deepak Mehudi Mehta. Congratulations to him. But guys, keep this has been a fun casting for you. My name is Super Manoj Gola, and right now I'm gonna go hand you guys over back to Vagish for today, and he's gonna lead you guys on and tell you guys what's gonna happen later on the stream today. So stay tuned. We have CS:GO, we have the lovely folks from So Strong and AFK casting for us. So bye bye. Stay tuned.
Make the ground shake.
Well, it most certainly seems like Sushil Abhi is on a roll from the word go when it comes to the winter season of the ESL India Premiership. Now, Deepak Mehu the Mehta, let me give you a brief lowdown here. Let's pull you back slightly towards the summer season. Now, Deepak Mehu the Mehta was one of the strong contenders in the Masters League, and he was one of the most sought after players in the Clash Royale community, also in the Masters League itself during the ESL. Now, it so turns out that throughout, like as and when the time passed through the ESL India Premiership, there have been newer players, newer characters, like I said earlier, who have been emerging, finding decks which could counter such stalwarts and behemoths like Deepak Mehu the Mehta. And today, the same thing happened. The only retaliation shown by Deepak Mehu the Mehta went all in vain when Sushil Abhi clarified this doubt that, hey, I'm here just to win, and I'm here only to win. 3-1 the scoreline in favour of Sushil Abhi sets the deal in his favour. We will be taking a quick break here. When we come back with more games. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.